Hello, people of transpoc. Welcome to transpoc. My name's Ting, and it is Wednesday. And this week's topic, we're talking about coming out and how we identify. So I kind of had two coming outs, like some trans people or most trans people, I guess. I first had to come out as gay. I didn't really come out because ever since I was a little kid, I've always liked girls, and I've never thought that it was abnormal or that it was out of the norm, or it just came so naturally to me, and I found it weird that when I expressed my liking or my feelings towards certain girls, they would be really confused as to why am I liking them, because I was presenting female and like I was a girl. And then eventually, as I grew older, I realized that what I was, or me liking girls, was called homosexuality, and that not everyone is like me, and it's not the norm in society, and it's not necessarily accepted by everyone, especially in certain parts of the world. In high school, I came out, I think it was grade 8. I told my friends that I like girls. I didn't even use any labels. I just told them that I like girls, and that was that. And all of my friends were very supportive. But of course, it was still high school. The girl, I had expressed my feelings for this one particular girl, and she was not having it. So her friends kind of make fun of me a lot, and kind of bullied me, I guess. Not in a super violent or destroying way, but a lot of gay guys at my school actually got beat up and stuff, so I think I was pretty lucky to not have any harm done to me physically. So that was my first coming out. And then, for the rest of that, a period of my life where I was gay or liking girls as a girl, I just never really cared about what other people thought, and I was just myself because I didn't think that there was anything wrong with it. But I never ever called myself a lesbian. I did not like that term. And I don't even use the word gay either. Basically, I don't like labels because I feel like once you have a label, then you're put in a box and it's hard to get out of that box. And that's why I just say I like girls because, well, I love girls. Even till this day, when people ask me if I'm strictly into girls, I say no, I'm open to other genders, and but it just so happens that I've only found connections with cisgendered females so far, but who knows in the future what could happen. So that was my first kind of step towards into the LGBTQ world. Actually, back in college, I had come out to my counselor, and I don't really remember, but she encouraged me to look more into it. And then I had told my girlfriend this is how I felt, and she did not take it well. So it kind of just shut down from there until a couple of years later. I was more involved in the gay community, in the queer community here in Montreal. Got to meet all sorts of people, and got to learn about the different subcultures within the queer community. Then I started realizing that, oh wow, there was, these gender queer folks, and these trans folks, and these people they don't give a shit, they're just gender non-conforming, and I've never really liked my chest or enjoyed my chest, and even when I was a little kid, I was always, the dude, and when we play role plays, I was always the prince, and just small things like that. I just felt like it was me, and it wasn't weird or disgusting or abnormal. Like, I was just being me the way that I knew how, the way that I wanted to be. And it wasn't until later in my social interaction with the different subcultures, I realized that, there is a name for what I feel, and there is a label for who I am, and that was transgender. And then I was obsessed on YouTube, obsessed with watching top surgery videos and bottom surgery videos and all that good stuff. Even though I don't like labels, I still don't like to be, F to M, or to be a trans man, or, a trans guy, or I'm just me, and I'm just trying to be happy being me. And there's a whole other like social issue with this, but I'm sure we'll get to it another time. Unlike Phoenix, he took such a mature way of discussing with the parents, but I don't have the same relationship as he does with his parents. I cannot involve my parents in the decision making process, or even the discussion process. So I kind of, decided for myself that top surgery is what I needed, and testosterone is not what I need yet, or never. I don't know. I've talked to therapists. I've talked to people around me, and then one night I had to inform my mom and my dad, I guess, and I did not know how. And one night, I was out at a bar, and my mom had called me, and I was pissed drunk. She called me. I picked up for some reason, and everything just came out. And yeah, so now my parents know. They're okay with it. My mom is more okay than my dad. My dad is still kind of ignoring the fact. So yeah, so that's how I came out to people, and how I identify. Like I said, I don't really like labels. So, I'm just doing me. I'm just being myself, and trying really hard to not let society get to me, and all the negative stuff. But I mean, I still go by the pronoun he, only because I feel like if I use they, it would just confuse people a lot more. And I'm not out to both my jobs. I work 2 jobs. I'm not out yet to them. I don't want to be out to them. I don't feel the need to be out to them. So to them, I'm still ting the girl. But to everyone that matters to me, they know that I go by he. I don't really feel like I'm a man. So I guess I'm just a boy. I don't really know how to identify myself, I guess, or gender non-conforming. I feel like being a man has such a big connotation to it. There's so many things you have to live up to, or not live up to, but there's so many things there's so many criterias that you must have to be a man, and I don't have those criterias, and I don't need them. I don't want them. I'm happy being me, or at least I'm trying my best to be happy being me, and this is who I'm comfortable being, so this is who I'm going to be. So, this is Ting Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Please write us if you want to get involved. Please write us if you know any people of color, or trans people of color, trans women, trans men who want to get involved, either weekly or monthly, or just a little contribution here and there, or if there's any topics that you would like us to cover. We know that there's a lot of trans channels out there, and some subjects are bound to overlap, but we also like to be a little different and talk about things that you want to hear. And speaking of that, a few other trans people of color channels have contacted us, or I found them through YouTube, or we found them through YouTube, I don't remember. And I'm gonna put their links down below, and please go check them out. It would be great for them to get some support as well, because we've been so lucky, and I want us to share the love, because, you know, love is all you need, right? So I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Peace out. Have a great summer.